Hi everyone, so I'm back with my third video. Um, Today we are making something very special. We call it Litti Chokha. This is a dish I've actually half prepared already so that we're not rushing through this and we can have a bit of a chat. I've just had a long day at work and here we are making some food for my son who's just come back from childcare as well. So Litti Chokha is a dish traditionally hails from a region called Magad, which is now a state of Bihar, and it's primarily eaten in Bihar and Bengal. It was very common, and it still is very common, mostly in farmers because the food is cheap, it's healthy. Chokha stands for, if you like, an eggplant mash. Eggplant, the word I learned after I came back to Australia. I came to Australia first in 2007. I grew up knowing brinjal, or in Hindi we call it baigan. I was always told बैगन खाने से बेगुन हो जाते हैं. That means you lose your knowledge and skills if you have eggplant. I must say it is my favorite, and in India it is called the king of vegetables. So the litti bit, we're not discussing that today, but just to give you an idea, if you see here, litti is, these are cakes of dough, and these are filled with roasted chickpea, groundly crushed. As you can imagine, the flour is very rich source of carbohydrate. Chickpeas are very rich source of protein. So farmers who work hard in the sun and the land, they could, they can draw back their energy. If they were vegetarian, they did not need to go down the path of red meat or no supplements back in the time. Plus, with the limited resources, this food can be kept for 2 to 3 days. It's not going to go off. So what I've done is, I have bought two eggplants, 2 tomatoes from Coles or Woolworths, washed them nicely, cleaned them, and then as you can see that I've got skewers going through it. I have done a slit to make sure there is no insects or bug. I'm pretty happy with that. And it's almost ready. You can see, so the idea is that you cook it directly onto the charcoal, you let skin go nicely, and then I have some garlic as well. Alright, my garlic still needs doing. Now what I'm going to do is, my tomato is almost ready. I'll bring it here, and yes, there is some charcoal residue onto the tomato, but because you take the skin out, it all goes away. And you do want to leave a little bit behind, so that you get the flavor as well. All right, so here you go, my 2 tomato, my eggplant.
Papa, why are you breaking them?
Why am I breaking them? See, that's my son Yuven. He's asked a very legit question. Why am I breaking them? Because this is called eggplant mash. That's what I'm going to tell him. Once he grows up, he'll know it's chokha. I hope you guys are watching my YouTube videos and subscribing to them. You probably have to show my face as well in this video. Thank you. That's what happens in home videos. There's no editing. You just do as you do. So after a long day of work, you just do what you can. There we are. Smells nicely. I'm starving. My son is starving. He wants me to roast a corn again. So we'll be doing a corn. Are you going to have a corn? Yeah? How many corns do you want? One. Okay, fair enough. That's fine.
Papa,
Yeah.
is that the skin of the corn?
That's the skin of the eggplant. So that's the whole idea. You want to get your kids involved. My son is 4.5 years old.
Why does he look like a banana?
He's saying it looks like yellow like banana. So my question is, you have 4.5-year-old kids, or about that, how many of kids do eat eggplants or broccoli or vegetables? Sometimes he does, but you got to try and make it interesting. All right. So there comes my eggplant.
Papa.
And, yeah.
Eggplant though. purple.
Eggplants are purple. And do you know what? Eggplants is, they've got 92% water, essential minerals, some manganese, and some
Papa, why
iron.
is mushroom? Papa,
Yeah.
inside of it looks. Out
That's
of
my
it
garlic.
is purple. And that look like, and inside it look like a banana.
It looks like a banana. That's right. Now, green chili. I don't eat chili. My son doesn't eat chili, so I'm not going to add it. But people traditionally use it. If you went to India, you went to a roadside shop, they will probably have it. They should have it. It's very young actually. But I want to make it kid friendly.
I can see water coming out.
What's coming out?
Water.
Water coming out?
Yeah.
Our sprinklers are going, are they?
Yeah, into the. You can see smoke and water makes water.
Alright, so if you come here and see this, this is how it's starting to look. Now, I do have a masher, alright? So let's mash it in. So far all we have is a little bit of garlic, 2 eggplants and 2 tomatoes. And very rich smoky flavor.
Papa, I can't see the water. I think that the barbecue is being the water from the smoke.
Alright, now I'm going to add some finely chopped onions. Some spring onion, and that's from my backyard, so they're very special.
Papa, where do you find those?
They're growing in the pot there.
Papa, where do you find it?
Fresh coriander. I call them showstopper because coriander really lifts up the flavor, particularly if anything is smoky, you want to add it.
I just smash it.
Yeah, we will smash it.
You do.
Come, do you want to say hi? Hi. Alright, he's a bit camera shy still. A little bit of salt, pink in color. It's Himalayan salt. You can use any salt really. Keep it simple, remember? Now that's very, very typical of dishes in Bihar and West Bengal, which are eastern states of India. Mustard oil, right? It's pungent, but it's very nice flavor. Add a little bit.
Papa, it looks like oil.
It is oil. It is mustard oil.
Papa, are you going to put the oil on the corn this time?
Oil on the corn? No, corn doesn't need oil.
Then what do we need?
We don't need anything. It just go onto the charcoal.
In the charcoal.
Now, the most important step. My touch.
Papa, why are you doing that?
We'll see.
It makes it look like
So I've got
a
just a steel bowl. Going to keep it there because you have to make it interesting for the kids, right? So they eat. Take a charcoal. Take another charcoal.
Papa, what about charcoal?
And that's a little bit of butter or clarified ghee. Clarified butter. We call it ghee. Yeah.
It's really hot. It's really hot, Papa.
Now you want to try this.
Papa, it's really hot.
Now these littis, they're very firm, they're very hard. So if you got soft tooth or for kids, they're probably not going to tolerate it. So we're going to cheat a little bit. And we're just using a wrap from Coles.
Papa, it's very smoky. Papa, it's very smoky from inside here, Papa. Papa,
Yeah,
it's very smoky in here.
it's very smoky in here. You're going to have it?
No, I'm getting very smoky. when I pull that, then I will eat it. But, Daddy, come to my house.
Alright, so I think that's pretty much it. I'm going to brush it off, make it some attractive shape for him to eat. And but yeah, try this with some bread, try this with bun, try with Litti. We'll talk about Litti in another video.
Papa,
But just remember, keep it simple.
Papa,
Thank
when
you.
I went to